We journey to Baku for round 17 of the Formula One World Championship in 2024. Today, the World Championship leader starts from 6th. The second place driver in the championship starts from 15th. It really is turning into that sort of season where nothing can be taken for granted. Nothing is a sure bet, except perhaps Charles Leclerc being on pole for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He's done it 4 years in a row. This is the circuit, 6 kilometers, 3.7 miles, 20 turns, including the second and third sectors that go around the 12th century walls of the old town and the 9th century maiden tower. It is flat to the floor from turn 60 down to turn number 1, the longest stretch on the throttle of the entire season. The C5, the C4 and the C3 tyres are the compounds available for those in the field. But there are drivers on the grid saying before today's race that they will not have the full answers until we've had multiple laps. Lewis Hamilton and Esteban Ocon both starting from the pit lane after additional power unit elements have been used. Zhou Guanyu takes a penalty for the same reason. Pierre Gasly was chucked out of qualifying for a fuel flow issue. Then we have the big shock in qualifying. Lando Norris, 15th on the grid, his first Q1 exit since Las Vegas last year. He's next to Valtteri Bottas at the back. Lance Stroll is next to Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo, another former winner here. Then it's Yuki Tsunoda in 11th, next to Nico Hülkenberg, who is the second Haas on the grid because Oliver Behrman, in his second start, is in the top 10. Alex Albon is in 9th after all of that drama with the airbox fan. But look who's in P8. An extraordinary performance in just his second Grand Prix weekend for Franco Colapinto. Alonso is P7. Then it's Max Verstappen, 7th in Monza, 6th on the grid in Baku. It's not going to plan for the world champion. George Russell is in 5th, and then Sergio Perez out-qualifies Max Verstappen for the first time since Miami 2023. Carlos Sainz doesn't like this place. That's what he was saying. He doesn't enjoy it, but he's 3rd on the grid. Oscar Piastri, 5th career front row start, 26th career pole position for Charles Leclerc. And Formula One goes racing on the streets. Good reaction time for our pole sitter. Charles Leclerc has the lead in the turn number 1. It's a good getaway for Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc has the lead, and then we're side by side further back. This is Lance Stroll. He was in the middle of the pack at the time. There's the contact. They were close into 3, they were close into 4, and then eventually contact. And now Lando Norris, who started this Grand Prix in 15th, finds himself up 3 places, but that was all caused by the puncher for Lance Stroll, and they bunched up as a result. Got to make moves quickly. Lando Norris trying to undo the damage of qualifying, and he's got it. He moves up now to 11th place. On board with Lando Norris trying to make another pass, and he's going to get it done on the brakes. Behrman wise enough to know that his race is with other cars.
Lando, can you do anything to hold Perez up in the middle sector without hurting yourself?
Yeah, for how long?
This lap.
Yeah, keep holding me.
Yeah, we see that.
And now Piastri pits.
Who's on the exit of the corner though? It's Oscar Piastri with track position, and Perez had the tyre advantage, but Norris played the team game.
Piastri is coming.
Here's the chance for Oscar Piastri. How brave is he feeling on the brakes? It's a dive bomb move. It's a change of lead. Extraordinary stuff from the Australian. Charles Leclerc fights back, but he can't take it back. Oscar Piastri on this set of tyres has come alive. This Grand Prix has gone electric, and Piastri still has the lead as they exit turn 3. Oh, he had to get out of the throttle. The top 2 in the World Championship nearly came to blows again.
Oh yeah, brakes are not working.
It's a scary one, turn 15. You come over that crest and the barrier greets you very quickly.
Charles Leclerc has something to say about it. The door was closed in Charles Leclerc's face. That's the closest he's been since he lost the lead. It is game on for the lead of the Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc wants that inside line. He will not be given it. But how about into turn 2? Chop across from Piastri. Now it really is gloves off. And the top 3 in the Grand Prix are now separated by 0.8 of a second. On board with George Russell, diving to the inside, and Russell gets ahead. It's that inside line that's the grippiest. Look at these two. in the land of fire, driving the matches. This is amazing. Can Max Verstappen keep behind his rival for the championship? Powering through! Lando Norris moves up to 6th position. Kicking up the dust in the late evening sun. Who will be second going into turn number 1? Perez is powering through. Leclerc refuses to give it up, but it's Carlos Sainz who gets by, and this one's not over yet. We're heading into the wall at high speed. Sainz and Perez make a collision at high speed. Perez is out. He's out of the Grand Prix, and on the penultimate lap of the race, that's the moment that wins the Grand Prix for Oscar Piastri.
First of all, Perez attacking Leclerc. They're side by side. It's so needless, probably particularly on Perez.
What the is he did, man? What the is he crazy or what? What happened there?
Are you okay?
Yeah, but I don't get it.
The Oscar goes to the top step of the podium. Oscar Piastri wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and it will be a sequel to celebrate the Australian. That is a Grand Prix with all the elements of a classic. Two drivers daring themselves to the limit of what is possible at the head of motorsport's pinnacle. Moves on the edge, eventually contact between rivals. Norris upending expectations to take 3 points out of the lead of Max Verstappen.
After the first stint, I thought we were going to be second at absolute best, and after the pit stop, I saw that we'd managed to gain a fair bit of time somehow, and the first lap or two of the first stint, I kind of had half an opportunity, but didn't quite get close enough. So I knew that when I was in DRS on that one lap, I knew I had to try everything to make it stick, because if I didn't, then I definitely wasn't going to win the race. So I knew I had to go for it. Once I pulled it off, I was like, okay, I'll try and get a bit of a gap with clean air, but I just couldn't break DRS, and to hang on for so long, with very, very few mistakes, I think definitely one of my best drives.
Oscar have done an incredible job. In turn 1, I saw him on my inside, and I was not too stressed. I didn't want to defend like crazy because I still had cold tires. So I didn't let him pass, but probably made his life a little bit too easy, thinking that it would be possible then with DRS to overtake him again. But they were actually very fast in the straights, and I never really had the opportunity again to overtake. So that was a bad decision from my side.
Yeah, I could be happier if there wasn't a yellow flag yesterday, but I'm very happy with today. I'm very happy with the result, not just for myself, but for Oscar. Another win for him is amazing, so I'm very happy for him, and therefore the whole team, because a win is always an amazing thing. A win in the 4th is even better from where he started, and it was not what we were expecting today.
Exit in turn 2, there was plenty of room between both cars, and within a meter or two we end up making contact. It's very unfortunate, it happened. It all happened too quickly, and I think Carlos was trying to follow the toe from Charles as he went to the inside, and that really made things really hard.
A very big impact against a concrete wall. Had almost 300 kph, so yeah, not ideal, but I was very strong out there. Today I was coming back on the top 3, probably the fastest one of the top 4. And yeah, I managed to pass Checo into turn 1, and then I was attacking Charles into turn 2. When I exit turn 2, Checo was on my left. We normally do a slight drift towards the left into that long straight, which I did like every other lap, and for some reason that I don't understand, Checo and I collided, which is unfortunate and obviously very disappointing.